Good evening, my lovely Spockleites, and welcome to a Little Cup coverage battle. This is post-narrated because I had this battle last weekend on the Little Cup tournament that I was participating in. And for those of you that don't know, Little Cup is a format created by Smogon where you are only allowed to use Pokemon that have an evolution and are the first in that evolution line. Not counting mega evolutions, of course. So they're all little critters, and they're all at level 5. And what's also in this particular format, in this particular tournament, there was also an item clause. Those are like little things that are important to know. So what I wanted to do for this Little Cup tournament was to create a sandstorm team. So I'm bringing Hippopotas, Drillbur, and Lileep. That was my Sandstorm core, because Lileep in the Sandstorm with an Eviolite is a fucking tank, which was awesome. Drillbur gets the Sandrush boost, which makes it incredibly fast. And then Hippopotas was the physical wall, Stealth Rock Setter, and maybe even like Whirlwind, because like Torchic with speed boost and Baton Pass was very present, so having a Whirlwinder was very handy. So that was basically the core that I was going for, and then I just wanted to continue with some high level threats like Misdreavus, which is like the biggest threat that you can find in the Little Cup tier, and Mienfoo for some needed fighting type coverage. And then finally, the sixth member of my team, I was deciding between either a Larvesta or a Dwebble, because Larvesta takes care of the ice and grass weakness that my team was very weak against, considering my 3 core members are ground type or rock type and grass type. And but then I was creating. Then I came across Sturdy and Berry Juice, and I decided to create instead a Sturdy Dwebble with Berry Juice and Shell Smash, because without any EV investment into HP, it would literally have 21 HP, and Berry Juice heals up to 20 HP, and it is immune for the Sandstorm damage. So imagine that this Dwebble can live forever, or at least twice, and then it would die. So that was basically that's basically the team. And my opponent's team is bringing the Chinchou, the Tailo, Meditite, and the little bird, what is it? The Fletchling, also a Dwebble, and an Ambipom. So also very threatening is of course his own Dwebble, and the Meditite and the Ambipom. And Chinchou can also be it's a very good special sweeper in Little Cup. So, but that's the introduction. In principle, I don't see any priority users except for the Meditite, and I also don't see a burner. So leading off with Dwebble is always a great idea. But he's gonna go with the Apom, and I think it's gonna go for the Fake Out. That's gonna do some damage. I'm gonna flinch here, but Apom will not be able to do that much damage other than that. Look at that, even with the critical hit I still survive, and look at that. So the Berry Juice is gonna kick in right here and put me back at 21%, meaning that I have Sturdy again, so I can easily go for a Shell Smash right here, and from now on I outspeed basically anything on his team, and I have +2 attack. And because of the item clause, there is not that much Eviolite going around, so basically everything on his team is pretty frail. So he's gonna go into his own Dwebble, while I go for the Excisor, which is like just the best damage there is. It is 100%, it is stab, I 100% accurate and stab, and he lives it because of the Sturdy, or maybe just because it's a pretty high defensive. And basically I wanted to go for the Rock Blast, but I miss, and he can finish me off with his own Rock Blast. So that was a short round for Dwebble. In other matches he swept entire teams, but yeah, here the miss mattered and my Dwebble dies. So basically now I want to set up my core, so I lead off with Gara, which is my my Hippopotas, getting the Sandstream up. While he goes for the Stealth Rock, I can just go for the Whirlwind, because I expected him to go for the Shell Smash, or at least switch out, and then I could just scout what he sees. So I go for the Whirlwind, and that is a horrible matchup for me. And I didn't want to overpredict right now, because this is a Smooth Rock Hippopotas, and I need at least one more Sandstorm switch in. So I'm just gonna switch into my special wall. Eno, actually it's physically defensive as well, but with the Sandstorm it gets a 50% boost, and then it carries the Violet, and look at that, it takes those attacks very nicely. And yeah, basically I can tank those, and I figured let's go for a Toxic right here, or for Toxic right here, but he gets the crit, and I missed the Toxic. So basically I could have lived 2 hits from this guy still, but because of the crit, that's no longer possible. I wanted to go for the Toxic and then for the Recover, but yeah, it sucks. So getting a lot of misses here, which cost me 2 Pokemon already, and that sucks. But at this point, my Drillbur can come in, Pancho the Drillbur, because it outspeeds everything. This is an Assault Vest Drillbur. It has 19 attack, it has 24 special defense because of the Assault Vest, and it has 30 speed because of the Sand Rush. So basically this Pokemon is the best thing that is on the field. And I didn't want to overpredict and just go for the Earthquake. He switches in his Birdman, but because of the Sandstorm, I still outspeed his Stalo. So I can go for the Rock Slide right here and just kill off the Birdman. He didn't expect it, I think. No, he didn't expect to be outsped by Drillbur, because he didn't realize that I had Sand Rush. So now he realizes it, and he wants to do some extra damage with the Fake Out and Stall Out, of course, some Sandstorm burns, and I predict that Fake Out, and I switch into Misdreavus, which I've called LC Queen. Even though it's a male, doesn't matter. It looks like a female. So yeah, that's Misdreavus. No Fake Out damage, but I do get some Stealth Rock and Sandstorm damage. But look at, this is what you see in Little Cup, because it's all level 5. All that damage is mostly 1 point or 2 points, so it doesn't really matter. But he switches out. I just wanted to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and because Fletchling is not yet a fire type, it only becomes a fire type with Fletchinder, I can burn this bird and render it practically useless. So I can just switch out here. The storm has subsided, and I can just switch out back into Hippowdon, which can easily take its attacks because it's burned and because I'm a physical wall. So I do that, and this allows me, unless it goes for the U-turn or something, but it doesn't, it goes for the acrobatics. Now I can just easily set up my Stealth Rocks. And I do believe that is what I want to do, because other than that, it has Earthquake, Slack Off, and Whirlwind, so I can't do anything against the bird, but he doesn't know that. So now he goes for the U-turn, switches out, and I can just go for the Stealth Rock. So the next time this bird will switch in, it will take 25% damage, so that's always great. So here he goes back into the Chinchou, while I go for the Stealth Rock. And basically, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not playing like Vesta, so I do have some kind of weakness, but I want to stay in any case. Now I have 7 turns left, or 6 turns left, and that is plenty enough for me for my Drillbur to come back in again and threaten it out with an Earthquake. And again, I don't want to overpredict and risking to die, so I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake, and he does indeed stay in. So that's great. The Earthquake is an easy KO on this super effective damage, so an easy KO on the Chinchou. And now he sends in his Jack Off, which is an Ambipom, and Ambipom will always have the Fake Out, of course, but I am pretty bulky, and he predicted me to go back into the Misdreavus, so that's why I didn't go for the Fake Out, but I outspeed. So that's another kill for Drillbur in the sand, so that's great. And now with the Stealth Rock damage, and because he already had the Berry Juice, his Sturdy is broken, and I can easily kill it. But I said it out loud, so he's gonna switch back out, predicting the Earthquake, which of course I do. But so it was 3 damage actually on the Dwebble and on this guy, so it doesn't really matter, and I still outspeed. So he does have the Gale Wing, but it is burned, so I can easily take that and just finish it off with a Rock Slide. So that is again a kill for Drillbur. So yeah, Sandstorm team is really awesome. And now he sends in the Buddha and Meditite, which is, of course, it has the Bullet Punch, it has the Ice Punch, but even with the Scarf, this is a Scarf Meditite, I think. Even with the Scarf, I can outspeed it, but the Earthquake is not taking out the Meditite because it's still fairly bulky, so the Drain Punch will kill my Drillbur. But yeah, at this point, the damage is already done. He lost a lot of Pokemon, so my Little Cup Queen, Misdreavus, can come in and start setting up. He's gonna go for the Bullet Punch, hoping... I thought it was still Scarf, but it's not Scarf apparently, so... he wanted to outspeed me with the Bullet Punch, and I predicted him to switch out actually into the into the bird thing. So that's why I went for the Hidden Power. But yeah, but at this point his Bullet Punch will not take me out, and I just decided to kill it off with the Shadow Ball. But because I'm Life Orbed, I'm taking the extra damage, and this is a double knockout. So yeah, Misdreavus, even though a big threat, I didn't play it correctly. That's why I died. I over predicted here. So yeah, but my final Pokemon is Rock Lee, my Mienfoo. And this one is Scarfed, and it has U-Turn, Knock Off, Stone Edge, and High Jump Kick. So basically we're both down to the last Pokemon, and if I missed with the High Jump Kick I would have lost. If I didn't miss, then I would have won, and I didn't miss, so that's great, and that was the game. A close 1-0, good battle, Red, thank you very much. And yeah, it was a fun tournament, and I really would suggest that if you're a bit tired of OU battles, give Little Cup a try. I mean, on Smogon and all that good stuff, they simulated a lot. They have a lot of it in a lot of battles in the tier, but there's no item clause, so you can use any Eviolite that you want, and then it's a very interesting format actually. So maybe you'll see me do more of them, maybe not, we'll see. But this was a fun battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment if you have questions about Little Cup, about my team, yeah, whatever. I'll be happy to read it and comment for you. And reply to your comments. So, but until then, my name was Spockles, and I bid you all adieu and a good night. See you next time. Peace out.